this weekend. He's not here. If you've already noticed that, he would be just sitting there. Well, okay, well, if you clicked on this video, I'm guessing you have a dog, because this video is best ways to take care of your dog in 10 steps. I know the 10 steps isn't in the title, but this website says 10 steps. I'm going to see if I agree with the... I'm going to see if I agree with the answers on how to take care of your dogs. But first, I think we need someone who actually has experience. This is Sebastian. He's a Yorkie. Say hello, Sebastian. Hello. So let's see the top 10 ways to take care of your dog. Maybe just stand on that table, boy. Good boy. You see me? Yeah. Okay. Number 1, get your dog microchipped. Ah, come on. A microchip is something that the veterans insert under your dog's skin. It has information about the owner, including the address and the phone number. When the veterans install the microchip, do not worry about it hurting the dog. It tickles the dog rather than hurting it. I don't agree with this one. Let me tell you why. If you have a collar, you can have these things hooked on the collar that has information about it. So you don't have to go to the vet and pay tons of money just to put something under your dog's skin. Plus I'm pretty sure microchips are defined in these things on his collar, if you can see them. Okay, so let's scroll down to number 2. Let your dog out of the sleeping crate, which I call it a cage. Crates are good use for beds when you leave the house, but never use it for punishment, as this can make the dog not like the crate. Therefore, they will not want to go in there. Give them some affection to show that you love them. Don't force it if it barks or pulls away. Take a break and try again later. And if it pulls away, don't put it back in its crate. Skip this step if your dog is not a puppy. That is at least 2 years old. So if your dog's an adult, it says to just skip that one. If he's older than 2 years old, just skip it. I do agree with this one. I don't like putting dogs in cages, or what this says, sleeping crates or crates. I don't know. I do agree with this. They should be able to get out of their cage every once in a while, and they shouldn't be locked up. Okay. Number 3, feed your dog breakfast. Like people, dogs want some too. You can find pet bowls and pet food at your local pet store. If your dog has not had all its teeth come in, you might want to consider buying canned food or wetting the food with water until they have come in. I guess I agree with this one. You should feed your dogs. That's pretty much all it's saying. Feed your dogs. Okay. Give your dog a walk. Dogs enjoy being outside to smell new smells, see new sights, and simply to walk. Starting by buying a 6-foot leash and some poop bags. You could find these at your local pet store. Have the dog to the left and you about 4 to 5 slacks on the leash. I don't know what slacks are, but to run or jog, hold on the edge of the leash and run, letting your dog be in front of you. If you don't do that, letting your dog in front of you. If you don't do that, the dog may run into the street and get hit by a driving car, not just leading to death. but painful tears as puppies keep the dogs closer to you to prevent later pulling and straining on the leash. Yeah, I agree with this one. I don't want my dog. Well, it's not my dog. I don't want the dogs getting hit by cars. So, yeah, I agree with that one. Okay. Take your dog home and play with it by throwing a ball. If your dog ever participates in hunting, like a German short-haired pointer? I don't know. Do not play games like tug of war. If your dog gets a bird and you try to take it, it may turn to tug of war. Have the dog sit when you take the toy out of its mouth to prevent this tug of war. What's so wrong with tug of war? I don't really agree with this one because as long as you don't pull hard, your dog will be fine. And dogs actually love playing tug of war with their chew toys. You know it's a bastion. So yeah, I don't agree with that one. Okay. But whatever one you guys seem to be useful, you should go ahead and do it anyway. Okay. Feed them. Do I even have to read? Okay. Feed it 2 or 3 times a day, depending on your dog's size and diet. Puppies need to be fed more. Puppy. Feed your puppy until it is full. Be careful though, as puppies meant to be in the wild or hunting will eat more than they need and turn it into a fat puppy. Okay. Adult puppies or adult dogs, because you can't have an adult puppy. What? Adult dogs. Feed your dog 2 cups of food. This varies from dog to dog. Those dogs living in cities with little outside play need less than dogs in wide open spaces. The size of your dog matters too. If it is a 15-pound dog, it needs less than a 115-pound. What? Oh, it needs less than a 115-pound dog. So, say you have a 1-pound dog, which I know he's not 1 pound, but he's super light. See? Oh, it's okay. He's so scared. So he wouldn't need as much as other dogs, but then again, I don't think he's an adult yet. But let's say he was an adult, he wouldn't need as much food. Oh, wrong button. Okay. Number 7. Know the foods that are bad for your dog. Chocolate. Why did I say it like that? Chocolate. It has a certain type of caffeine that makes your dog's heart beat too fast. Grapes. They should only be given a very limited amount of infrequent basis and should not be left where a dog or cat can have access to them. The known toxin damages to the kidneys. So don't feed your dogs chocolate or grapes at all. None. Because chocolate makes their heart beat too fast and grapes make, kidney damage. I do agree with this one. I know the effects of what could happen, and I do agree with it. Okay. 8. Leave your dog in its doghouse when it's time for it to go to bed. Lock your dog in its crate. Leave a small bowl of water where it can reach it at night. Small enough that if it spills, it doesn't ruin the crate, but big enough that the dog can get a drink. Even dogs get thirsty at night. Duh. Many dogs need to go out at night, so keep the dog close enough to you that you can hear it if it barks. Another reason to keep it close is to make it feel like part of the family. If you don't keep it close, it can be nervous as it feels it is no protection. As it feels it has no protection. I do agree with this one. I do let my dog sleep in the bed with me, Ruby and Jade. But since this isn't my dog, I don't really sleep with him. Someone else always sleeps with him though. So I do agree with that one. Okay. 9, groom your dog regularly. Some dogs need more brushing than others. Look up your dog's breed and find out how frequently your dog should be brushed. Some dogs need brushing once a day, while others may need brushing only once every 2 weeks. If your dog is a hybrid, mixed breed, you might not know what breeds your dog is. Find out how to manage your dog's hair by the texture of length. I do agree with this one. You don't want their hair getting all knotty, and no, you don't want that, because it really bothers the puppies. Doesn't it, Sebastian? Yes, it really does. Please brush us more. Okay, number 10, which is the last one, house train your dog. A dog that's not house trained will do its business all over your house, which is nasty. To prevent this, simply teach your dog not to go in the house by watching him or her closely for the first week. Then he or she goes to pick up the dog and say no firmly and loud. No. I'm kidding, buddy. I'm kidding. That's a good boy. Then run out the door to the desired potty spot, which is wherever you want your dog to go to the bathroom at. Reward your dog for doing its business, then put a bell on your doorknob and teach the dog to ring it when he or she has to go out. I didn't even think of that bell idea. That's a good idea. I agree with this one. You don't want pee and poop all over your house. I'm just saying it right now. So I do agree with this one. Right, Sebastian? I don't like peeing and pooping in people's houses. I just don't know how to be house trained. Actually, you are house trained, aren't you, buddy? No. So that is the 10 ways to take care of your dogs. Right, Sebastian? I'm pretty sure there's more out there, but yeah, that's for the most part. Do you agree with all these? Almost all of them. Not exactly all of them, but most of them. Okay, well that's good to know. Yeah. Good night, Kissy. Yeah. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and hopefully you found it helpful. Yeah, I hope you found it helpful. Come here, baby. You want out now? Yes, I really do. Oh my gosh, stop licking me. Well, see you guys later. I have to go take care of my dogs.